Namaste viewers, welcome to the 5th Global Oneness Festival, which we celebrate on the occasion of Janmadin of Bhagavadpadacharya Shankaracharya every year. I will start this evening session by a prayer, Guru Vandana, and couple of verses constructed by Adi Shankaracharya. Om Shri Guru Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shlokardhena Pravakshyami Yaduktam Grantha Kotibhi Brahma Satyam Jaganmithya Jiyo Brahmaiva Naparaha. King Jyotistava Bhanuvana Anime Ratrau Pradipadikam Syadevam Ravideepa Darshana Vidau King Jyotirakhyahime Chakshustasya Nimilanadi Samaye Indhiryo Darshane Intatrahamata Bhavantam Jyotisadasmit Prabhu Na Nirodhor Na Chotpattir Na Baddho Na Chasadhaka Na Mumukshur Na Vai Mukta Esha Paramartha. Today we are really blessed to have Vijaya Jayaraman for the evening talk. Vijaya Jayaraman ji is a published author, motivational speaker, and online writer. Professionally, she has been a regional transport manager in a food distribution company in Los Angeles, USA. Now she is retired from the professional environment and focusing on Vedanta studies and teachings. She has completed a course on world religion and a course on Vedanta from Oxford University. Then she studied basic Vedanta, advanced Vedanta, Bhagavad Gita, Upanishad courses from Chinmay International Foundation, Velianad in the Ernakulam district of Kerala. She also attended the classes under the guidance of Swami Ishwarananda of Chinmay Mission, Los Angeles, and Acharya Mahadevji. Since 2017, she has had the opportunity to speak on Vedantic topics in interfaith churches in the USA and has been conducting Vedantic classes since 2018. Her first set of students were Americans from Virginia. She conducts Vedantic classes and spends at least 12 to 15 hours, that's really fantastic, a day on Vedantic studies with full focus on Adi Shankaracharya's writings. For her, this is the way of life. Everything is secondary. This was really the most important part of the biodata which appealed to me the most, that everything else is secondary. 12 to 15 hours a day on Vedantic studies with full focus on Adi Shankaracharya. Over to Vijaya. Namaste.
Thank you very much. Let me start with prayer. Shruti Smriti Prananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavadpada Shankaram Loka Shankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punaha Ishvaro Gururatmedi Murti Veda Vibhagine Vyomavatyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. At the outset, I would like to thank Indika Moksha for giving me an opportunity to share my understanding on this prestigious platform, Global Festival of Oneness. What I have learned from my great gurus, focusing on Advaita, non-duality. My life experiences have taken me in this path to be able to see the oneness in the universe. I would like to dedicate this talk to my parents who have been a torch to lead me in this path. What is the meaningful purpose of human existence? Well, we all have different goals, right? Desires, goals, purposes in this material life. Some want to have the good things for their children. some want to have higher degrees, more accomplishments, achieve their goals. But ultimate meaningful purpose of human existence is to realize who I am. Who am I? What does the Tattvamasi, you are that, mean to me? Scriptures must be listened to very actively with single-pointed focus to grasp intellectually, and then you have to put it into practice on a daily basis, every moment. What do I mean by daily basis? By constant, consistent awareness of that inner presence in our day-to-day experiences. Advaita should be moment-to-moment life. Then the entire life becomes your yajna or a worship or sacrifice. One alone is. Advaita means non-dual. Whatever is happening in this body, any movement in this body is an expression of that one which is in this body at the microcosmic level. Aham Brahmasmi, I am that. Now when we wake up in the morning, what happens? We think that I am awake, right? But on the contrary, and all the to-do list comes. But on the contrary, if you think that these eyelids are opening because of that inner presence. This hand is holding the coffee cup because of that presence in this body. These legs are walking, these feet are walking because of my presence in this body. I am not talking. The words are coming out of this mouth because of me in this body. This body is nothing but a hollow tube with 9 holes, which is only a tool through which the divine music flows through. That is a symbolism of flute of Krishna. His music flows through that. If I am offended by somebody's comment or I am elated by somebody's appreciation, I am associating myself with this body, mind, equipment. Nobody knows me. No one talks to me. They talk to this body, which they think I am. Now the introduction that they gave was about this body, about this person, name, form and name. Constant awareness, being conscious of consciousness is the first step. Humans around the globe are in a rat race like a hamster in a cage. Have you ever paused and wondered why I am here on this earth? What is the purpose of my existence? Why am I born as a human and not as a dog or a cat or a reptile? Is life all about academic achievements, working, making money, having a family, getting old and dying? Is that what the life goal is? That's what we see around. But there is something beyond this. What is the ultimate goal of human existence? Self-realization. Who am I? Only in the spiritual path, one can self-reflect, self-assess, and detour as needed. And this non-duality, Advaita Vedanta, answers all questions. Unlike engineering or medical or a scientific environment, you know when I do this academic course for X number of years, where I will be, where I will start, where I will be after 10 years. But in Vedantic studies, you don't know until you get in. That is why many don't know. They don't even come to this because they don't know what is in it for me. You cannot see it. You cannot feel it. And you cannot understand another person who has gone through it unless you also experience the same. Advaita is not a secular subject like physics, chemistry, mathematics, or history or geography. Advaita is neither an academic subject nor a theoretical concept. Advaita cannot be taught. It is an attitude, it is a vision, it is a lifestyle, a practical application. One has to live it and realize that inner presence. It is applicable to the entire humanity. Definitely not to a particular group of people or particular country. It is not limited by space, time, or object. One needs a divine vision to see it. One alone is, one appears as many. One message, but many messengers. Sight is what you see with your eyes. Vision is what you see that is invisible to others. Now the questions may arise, I know there is only one without a second. I have heard that. I have listened to many acharyas, gurus. But how can I follow Advaita in my daily life when I see so many differences around me? Is it pertinent to today's lifestyle? How is it applicable? How can I implement it? What are the benefits? All these questions may arise. Now it is a wonder that we all use the word I on a regular basis without knowing who that I is. This I that we think we are is associated with this body and mind. That is the ego. Ego means edged God out. Scriptures do not say you are not a monkey or a donkey. Why? Because we don't think so. But we think I am this. I am Vijaya. That is I is ahankara, ego. This I extends only up to this body. Anything beyond this body is mamakara, mine. This I and mine are the ones that prevent humans from realizing the self. If you pause and think about it, you own nothing. We all come naked and we go naked. That is a hard truth. When I, Jiva, is going through struggles and sufferings, I say, I am sad, I am in sorrow. But when my mind goes through the same struggles and sorrow, then I am in deeper sorrow. Why? Because of that mind. Now, my guru is to tell us, mention a story that I would like to share. Say you are watching TV in the morning around 7 o'clock. The newscaster informs that the train that passes through your city and you take it on a regular basis, go to and fro, had a derail. 2 bogies fell down and 60 people died. 120 people were immediately hospitalized. For a second, you think that you are relieved. I'm not, thank God, I didn't travel in the train today. But you feel sorry for the victims and their families. You blame the driver, and then in 10 minutes you proceed on with your day-to-day activities. In a few hours, there is a knock at the door, and 2 policemen are standing there. They are handing over your son's badge, saying that your son was traveling in this train. He met with his death. Now he's passed away. Here is the badge. Now that which was the news earlier has become a shock, and you are deep sorrow right now. If death was the cause of the sorrow, you should have felt that sorrow when 60 people died. So the cause of the sorrow is not the death, but the attachment of this body with that body. The attachment is the problem of all suffering. Any and all attachments are the cause of sorrow. Sanatana Dharma, Hinduism name came afterwards. But Sanatana Dharma means everlasting principles of life, eternal values of life is a huge forest. One life is not enough to understand the whole thing. But I'm going to present it with Shankara's text with 3 points: knowledge, discipline, and gratitude. Knowledge is Shankara brought together the Vedantic essence in a normal, easy way for general public. As we know, attaining anything is easier, but maintaining is is a big challenge. That's why we clean our home, we clean our car, we take a shower on a daily basis to be presentable. But we never stop to clean our mind because nobody sees it. Similarly, intellectually, we know many things, but we do not practice everything that we know. Advaita knowledge, which is non-duality, is simple to understand. Many know about it. Aham Brahmasmi, I am that. Many know. But maintaining, staying grounded, being firm in that knowledge is a challenge. Putting that into practice is very important. By regular listening and reading, we all have grasped it. I am not this body, mind, equipment. I illumine this body, mind, and the universe. Instead of repeating these words as a parrot, like a parrot, These should pierce, penetrate, and permeate in our thought process, in our mind. And we have to be convinced I am that in every moment. I am not affected by all the happenings that are around me. Aham Shivoham. I am that. Now, let me start a slide that I have that I would like to share with all of you. That this is I should probably make it smaller. Okay.
You have done screen sharing. You have done screen sharing.
Yes. Okay. This is Advaita Pancharatnam from Shankara's text. In verse 1, he says, I am not these senses. I am not the ego, ahankara. I am not the prana, the breathing. I am not the intellect. I am sakshi, I am the witness. I am not a human experiencing spiritual life, but I am a spiritual presence experiencing human existence, human experience. We should relate all happenings, all our life experiences with these words of scriptures. We should not ignore the scriptures, nor should we ignore our experiences, but we need to compare and find out and find the equality there. That is the first one. Second one is, again, Shankara had a student who was Hastamalaka, who came to him at the age of 6 or 8. And Shankara asked him, who are you? Who are your parents? Where are you going? And to which he replied, I am not a human, I am not a deva, I am not the action. I am not a Brahmin, I am not a Kshatriyan, I am neither a Vaishyan nor a Shudra. He is removing all the differences of Varnas. Varnas are identification of different nature, qualities in each individual. I am neither a brahmachari nor a grahasthan, neither a vanaprasthan nor a sannyasi, mendicant. These are ashramas. Ashramas are different stages in life. A student, a family person, a retired person, and a mendicant. I am nijar bodha swarupaha. I am that knowledge. I am not knowledge of something. I am that knowledge itself. Now, who are you? Who am I? This is what we want to understand. This is what you are, omnipresent Atman. And the reflection of that Atman, the witness, is this. Now, when we all see any object, say this is a cat, but you may see a dog, you may see another human being, you may see anything. Whenever you see any object, you only the light vibrations are formed. You don't see the object as is, even scientifically. You only get the light vibrations. And that light vibration is illumined by this reflection of the Atman. Okay, so this light vibration shines. This light vibration is in the mind. So the object is inert, the light vibration is inert, the mind is inert, the reflection is inert. When I say inert, they don't know I exist. You and I, we know I exist. So this is all inert, this is all appearance, this is only you are this. But without knowing the difference between this omnipresent and this reflected consciousness. Chitabhasam, chit means mind, abhasam means reflection. That is the ego. I am awake. You are not awake. The reflection is illumining your eyelids or the mind, in the mind. So that is what you are. You are Sakshi Chaitanyam, witness consciousness. You are not the ego, Ahankara Chaitanyam. Without knowing this, people are running after this like a hamster. This is what life is all going on with everybody until the end. Now, I'm going to pause this for a few minutes and then come back to it. Now, without this knowledge, people are chasing after attractions. You should have wealth, of course. I'm not saying no. You should have wealth, education, everything. But at some point, we have to say this is all temporary. Anityam asukam. Nothing is going to give me complete happiness. Nothing is going to be permanent. Now, for this, to get into Vedanta, to Advaita Vedanta, there are certain requirements, pre-qualification. Just like if you want to go for your master's, you need to have a pre-qualification bachelor's degree. If you want to go to military, you need a pre-qualification. Something should be there. Same thing here, he's saying that there are some pre-qualifications. So, but in Vedanta, to enter, you can enter without it if you don't know, and then when you get into it, you know what are the requirements. Then you can work on it parallelly at the same time as you are listening to scriptures. But for self-realization, you should have met those requirements. So only in the spiritual path, you can self-assess yourself and move on, and as you progress every time. So the first one is vivekam. Vivekam means the ability to discern the truth from appearance, the original from the duplicate, real from counterfeit currency. So if there is a counterfeit currency, there has to be a original. Otherwise, there cannot be a counterfeit. Artificial intelligence is possible only because of real intelligence. I was in ChatGPT. I asked, are you hungry? Are you angry? No, it doesn't have any emotion because there is no sentience in that. The ability to the truth from appearance is viveka. When I say truth, it is there's only one. That's all. There's no second. When translated in English, sometimes they say real and unreal. Real exists at all times. Unreal never exists. So truth versus appearance. It should be appearance is a Sanskrit word for mithya, not unreal. We see everybody around us. We see everything around us. So the world is not unreal, but it is an appearance. Number 2 is vairagya, dispassion, not indifference. There is no craving. I am happy with what I have, but I don't crave for anything. Detached attachment. Khalil Gibran, the Lebanese American philosopher, says children are not born to you, they are born through you. So they are not your possession. That is a detached attachment. Step back from everything, be a witness, as though you are just watching a play. Try that. This is intellect. At this point, you are just an observer, you are witness, and this is an intellectual practice. Tat Tvamasi, you are that, just be. Then says Sama. Sama is control of mind. Manayeva manushyanam karanam bandha mokshayo. One of the Upanishads says that for a human, mind is the cause of bondage and the cause of liberation. Bhagavad Gita also says 6.6, your mind is both your friend and enemy. So watch what you think. Dhamma. Dhamma is control of senses. Senses are always projected outside and they do not differentiate. They only point out. If I see a pen, it only points out the pen. It shows me, but it doesn't say what it is. Eyes do not distinguish between a pen and a pencil. It is the mind that interprets. Senses do not differentiate a Christian from a Muslim or a Hindu or a Jew. It is the mind. There is only one humanity, period. Uparati. This is the effect of the first two. Senses and mind are mature enough to see the differences. When the differences wither and you see the oneness. Oneness alone appears like a ripened fruit. When a fruit is ripe, you just touch it, it will fall. That is the third one. Fourth is endurance, titiksha. In any given situation, if you can take control of it, take it. If you cannot take control, just accept it. There is no other way. Just accept it. Blaming, whining,
Sorry, Vijaya,
yes.
I think I'm not able to see your screen. Can you stop the share and restart the sharing? Yeah, now it's visible.
I paused it here. I have to resume it.
Yeah, don't pause it. You either stop the share or restart it so that your face is visible when you are not using the sharing.
Oh, okay. So I'll just stop it here.
Yeah.
So titiksha is endurance. In any given situation, you take charge, right? So whining, complaining, blaming, cursing, none of this is going to help you or anybody around you. Shraddha is the next one. Shraddha is, see, there is a difference between, Shraddha is an all-encompassing faith, trust, respect, reverence, all together is called Shraddha. There is no equivalent word in English for Shraddha. Faith is, I have faith. I order in Amazon. Okay, in 3 days I will get my product. That is a faith. I trust my mother will give me feed. The children trust their parents. They are not going to be worried. Will I get dinner tonight? No, that's a trust. But all this together, respect, reverence, all this together is towards that supreme presence is called Shraddha. Only heightened Shraddha can break preconceived notions. Guru Vedanta Vakyeshu Shraddha, Krishna says in Gita 4.34. Only intense Shraddha can disqualify all qualifications. That is dissolution of ego. Ego will not bend that easily. As long as ego is in dominance, paying attention, listening actively will not happen. We think we have accomplished everything, but letting go everything is renunciation. That is liberation. Shraddha is an experience of maturity. Shraddha is an expression of knowledge. It gives humility. So if I want to go to Nitinji's house, how do I come? Nitinji says, okay, you take the bus, get off here, go walk straight, and then make the right on this street, and make the second left, and the blue building is my house. Please come. Now, this is information for me. When I do this, when I take the bus, walk, and then take a right turn and make a second left, and I see the blue building, I reach there, that is when that information becomes knowledge. Shraddha leads to knowledge through action, implementation, practice. So we can hear all about I am that, but unless we practice it, we cannot reach that. It is the sixth word in Shatsampati. It is in Tattva Bodha, Aprokshanubodhi, Viveka Chudamani, Bhagavad Gita. Everywhere it is mentioned. Shraddhavan Labate Jnana, 4.39. Shraddha means Sat, ever existent. Da means divert your mind towards that. This Shraddha precedes knowledge. Shraddha is when the trust is placed in the right place, it is Shraddha. When the trust is not placed in the right place, it is called Ashraddha. Sometimes we say, I'm not going to listen to whatever this person says. Or I'm going to believe whatever this person says, I will do. But that is Shraddha, without even thinking, blind. That is blind belief. Shraddha leads to surrendering attitude. When you surrender, the entire universe becomes conducive to support you. That is my personal experience. I have felt it several times. It makes you either, it gives you balahina prapti or bala prapti. Balahina prapti means when the situation is really crucial, it weakens the situation so you can understand it. You can go through it. Or it gives you enormous strength because it has to happen. It is inevitable. You cannot change it. It cannot be weakened. Then you get enormous strength. That to accept what is. And this also has happened several times in my life. So samadhana, next one is samadhana, single pointed focus, undivided attention, active listening. See, we have been taught in schools and from early on to read, write, speak, but we have never learned how to listen. That is another skill, that is samadhana. To understand this Vedanta, Advaita Vedanta, you have to have that listening, active, single-pointed focus. Last but not least is the mumukshutva, a burning desire, intense longing to be free from this whirlpool of life and death. suffering, struggles, sorrow, because it is all, the entire life is plurality. This is the next one, which is Karma Yoga. See, it is our duty to work towards our evolution. It is an innate quality in all beings for progress. We have seen that, we have done that before, and this must be done even in spirituality. Unless you put your effort, you cannot even move forward. Right? This slide 7 and 8 are very key topics that I would like to focus on. So, Varnas. Krishna talks about Varnas in 4.13. Varnas and Gunas must be clearly understood with the intended meaning. There are a lot of misunderstanding in the society today. Krishna talks about 4 Varnas. They are not colors. In Hindi, in other languages, in Indian languages, Varna is also referred as colors. We are not talking about those languages. It's in Sanskrit. Varnas are not colors, they are not divisions, they are not categories, they are not classifications of people of any group or group. These Varnas are applicable to the entire humanity, irrespective of country, culture, or gender. All 4 Varnas are required for effective function of the society. Last but not least, these Varnas are not by birth. They have nothing to do by birth. One is not superior to the other. Varnas are based on characteristics or qualities or personalities or aptitudes. We often say he is short-tempered. That is his nature, right? He is very kind and compassionate. These are qualities to identify each individual, not to isolate that person or categorize that person. So Varnas are universally applicable. And 4 Varnas here are Shudras, Vaishyas, Kshatriyas, and Brahmins. Just like at work, we have employees, team leaders, supervisors, managers, director, vice president, president. These are all based on functionality. Same thing here. They are all based on functionality. 4 Varnas are not by birth. I'm going to emphasize that again and again because that is what society thinks. Varnas are not castes. Castes are very different. Varnas are based on gunas. And humans who think they both are same are ignorant. Here, comes in Skanda Purana, Janmana Jayate Shudraha. Every child is born as Shudra. All humans are born on this earth as Shudras. Shudras literally mean one who has physical embodiment to experience one's karma through sufferings. One who has physical embodiment to experience one's karma through sufferings. That is why every child starts with crying when the child is born. And if the child doesn't cry, they snap to make the child cry. It starts with that. Throughout life, we go through sufferings. Now, again, these are gunas. Gunas means personalities, qualities in every individual around the globe. So every human has 3 gunas, qualities or personalities. Sattva guna, Rajo guna, Tamo guna. Sattva gunas are logic, analysis, they analyze knowledge, wisdom, calm, peace, conformity to values, morals, righteousness, love, care, generous, devotional. These are sattva gunas, characteristics. Rajagunas, people those gunas are activities, too much of activity, type A personality, courage, comparison, competition, risk takers, agitation, anxiety, elation, pride, anger, worry, fear. And then the third one is unmotivated, lethargic, confused, sleepy, unable to make decisions, follows direction, hard worker, service oriented. If you look at the you can see that in Sattva Guna, the examples could be priests, reverends, rabbi, professors, teachers, gurus, scholars, entrepreneurs, scientists, and leaders. Then Rajaguna are soldiers, mountain climbers, bungee jumpers, underwater rafters, hikers, risk takers, overachievers, type A personality, administrators. Tamoguna they follow directions. Implementers, service-oriented, focus on helping, servicing selflessly. There is a vast difference from what the scriptures say versus what is interpreted. That is what is causing problems. Scriptures does not say Brahmins have these qualities, but those who have these qualities are Brahmins. Gita 18.41 to 44. It does not say Shudras have these qualities, but those who have these qualities are Shudras. It does not say Kshatriyas have these qualities. Those who have these qualities are Kshatriyas. Same thing with Vaishyas. This must be practiced when we speak of Advaita, about Advaita. Every human being has all these three gunas in different proportion. One is superior, one takes predominancy over the other two at any given time. It changes from person to person, from time to time. Some are awake like at 4 o'clock in the morning, they study, they meditate, they do yoga. And then by 9 o'clock, they are ready to run the day activities. That is, initially they are in Sattva Guna, then they are in Raja Guna. At the end of the day, they come back, they are tired, exhausted, just sitting around, not able to focus on any reading or writing. Even if the TV is going on, they are not even focusing on it. That is Tamma Guna. So it is every guna. So Shankara, Adi Shankara was also in Rajoguna. That is why he could travel India around twice on his foot, write so many books and establish so many institutions, matas. So Sattva Guna is actually the optimum performance time, you can say, or when you are intellectually ready to alert, to grasp any information, be objective, calm and composed. Based on these qualities, anyone in this universe can be a Brahmin, can be a Kshatriyan, can be a Vaishya, can be a Shudra. People are not classified by birth. A family of 4 children, one can be an employee in the bank, following directions, taking directions. The other may be starting his own business, that is Vaishya. One may be a professor or research scholar, that is Brahmin. Another may be in military, that is Kshatriya. So Varnas are based on gunas, qualities and aptitude, not by birth. There are no born Brahmin or Kshatriya or Vaishya in Advaita philosophy. The frontline employee could become a CEO, or the highly qualified individual in a very high position could become a homeless. And I have seen both. That is why I am convinced with the scriptures. Remember, humans are product of our choices. We are not labeled. We are not judged. This is the gunas. See, black color has all the colors in it. It absorbs all the colors. It doesn't reflect anything. Now, these 3 gunas, just instead of 3 gunas, let's take 3 primary colors. When these 3 primary colors are combined equally at 50% each, proportionate, then you get secondary colors. And secondary colors when these primary and secondary are combined 50% each, you get tertiary. Then you get quaternary, quinary, senary, septenary, octenary, nonary, denary. Similarly, exactly, that is how the DNA multiplies from grandparents to parents to children to further. Now, Nirguna Brahman is only one God. You can call God, Brahma, consciousness, awareness. You can call it any name. There is only one. Nirguna means without any attributes. And that one changes into 3. 3 is Saguna Brahman, Trinity. To 5. 5 is Tanmatra, space, air, fire, water, earth. 1 to 3 to 5 to many. Then that particular, after Panchikarna, those 5 elements, then you get many. So these 3 gunas binds the jiva. Nibantanti. Nibantanti means binds the jiva. That's how we are caught in this whirlpool of life and death. Differences. Now this one is individual efforts, knowledge, both are equally important. Bhakti is divine grace. That comes when you get this, automatically grace is also there. Now, this Atman is not to be cannot be attained by study of Vedas, nor by intelligent, or someone is very intelligent, but or by lot of listening. But the Atman can be attained only by him who seeks to know it. To him, this Atma reveals its own true nature. Knowledge and devotion are equally important. Humans are deluded with these three gunas, and that illusion is very difficult to overcome. To see the oneness in all. But those who surrender unto me can cross over easily, says Krishna. Deluded by these gunas, three gunas, people in this world are unable to know me. The ever-present appearances, presence in all appearances. Grace is like air. It is everywhere. But if you want the air inside, you need a fan. Water is everywhere. But if you want water in your kitchen, you need a faucet or a tap, right? Pipeline and a tap. Same thing, electricity is everywhere. But you need a cable from the transformer into your building to your room, and you need a switch. Similarly, bhakti, devotion is absolutely necessary along with knowledge. Knowledge and devotion, they go together. Only when you have the knowledge, you develop the bhakti. Say, if I introduce somebody to you, you don't admire that person right away. You have a couple of interactions, then you say, oh wow, this person knows so many things. I don't know. I'm learning from this person. Then you start admiring. Exactly like this. When you know the divine, then you will start admiring. That is when the bhakti starts and the bhakti goes on. The more knowledge you have, the more bhakti you have. Bhakti is love, faith, trust, reverence, all combined. As bhakti devotion grows, the mind gets settled and matured. One needs bhakti to move on from tamoguna to rajoguna to sattva-guna. One needs bhakti to even to do karma yoga. Unless you know that there is asti, God is there, I'm going to do it. We should be able to see that divinity in every presence, everyone. When you serve somebody, you are offering it to a divine. That thought should be there at all times. One needs bhakti to read scriptures and try to understand it. That is important. So, bhakti, knowledge and bhakti both are the two wings of the same bird. Then there is only one without a second. Whom are you afraid of? Whom are you angry about or at? And whom do you mourn for? There is no second. There is only one. These are 20 values given in Gita, chapter 13. I'll run through it quick because of time constraint. When there's only one, there are 20 values that he's saying. First one is amanitvam, absence of pride. There is always one above you, one below you. When there is somebody who is above you, there's no need to feel jealous. Be inspired by that person. You also work to get to that position like that. It's not a comparison, it's not a competition. It's an inspiration. When there is somebody below you, you are in a place to help that person in whatever way you can. Adambitvam is a hypocrisy. Don't show off. You are placed in a position to share with what you have. You own nothing. There is no need to boast or show off. I did this, I did that. Ahimsa. Not hurting other beings in thought, word, and deed. Oftentimes, hurting is mainly because we use satire, slamming, snapping, insulting words against her, especially vulnerable ones. You want to be very careful. Next one is Shanti, absence of disturbance in mind. When somebody offends you, you get offended because you are associated with this body. Just forgive that they don't know anything. It's like a dog splashing water from the street water. What's the point? If you try to throw a rock at it, what is the difference between you and that dog, right? Same thing. When somebody says something, just forgive. Learn to forgive. Next one is arjavam, which is be aware. Be cautious with your words. Straightforwardness, truthfulness to yourself, honest to yourself, thought, word, and deed. Every thought, word, and deed should be in alignment. Say what you think, do what you say. Not everything that you think needs to be spoken of, but whatever is spoken must be thought of. Speak satyam priyam hidam, that is truth, kind, and beneficial. Anytime any word comes out of the mouth must be the truth, must be kind, must be beneficial to others. These things we can, only when we observe yourself, we will know. Next one is humility towards teachers and scriptures. Saucham is cleanliness in thought, word, and deed again. Siram is single-pointed focus. Be firm in that knowledge. I alone is, one alone is. There is no second. Whatever I see is my reflection. Atma Vinigraha is self-discipline. Vairagyam is no cravings. Absence of doership. Anahankaraha. I am not the doer. I am just a tool. Everything is getting done through this body. Anudarshanam is reflect, recall. What is life after all? Instead of looking for others' faults, look at the life, entire life. Look back. Look back at your family members, your friends. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi. One is born, goes through old age, disease, sufferings, and then passes away. That's how life is all about. You may say, I have parties and birthdays and celebration, yes. But those don't stick to your mind. These are the ones that you feel. So look at that. That only will help you to realize the impermanence. Then next one is, number 13 is Vairagyam, absence of attachment. Anabhishvangaha is intense attachment with other beings. Be objective. Too much attachment without could be a distraction for spiritual progress. Realize the impermanence. Number 15, Ishta, Anishta. That is, Ishta means that's something that you like. Anishta means something that you do not like. Life will be thrown at you, different situations. Something you may like it, something you may not like it, but then accept whatever comes. Accept what is. Now, 16 is undivided attention. We often pray to God, give me this, I want my health to be better, I want my daughter to get married, I want this, I want that. And Ananya Bhakti means I am not asking for anything in this secular life. I don't want anything else. I am happy from within. I want to see you. I want to know you. That is Ananya Bhakti. For that, you have to be isolation, solitary place. Be yourself. Don't take anything and everything personally. Be yourself. Be a part of this world, yet apart from it. 18, absence of crowd. I need somebody to entertain me. I am bored. I want people all the time. You cannot have that all the time. It's good. It doesn't mean that you don't have to. You can go out, meet people, that socialize, that is fine. But learn to be happy with yourself, being yourself. Next one is self-knowledge. Understand, I am that. The last one is visualize that inner peace at all times. Liberation from all the sorrows, struggles, sufferings in this current birth, in this current body, here and now. This is Krishna talks about in chapter 17. What he talks about different points, different things like your spiritual practices, worship, charity, food, everything in sattva. What are sattva? What are rajas? What are tamas? But I'm picking only the food that we intake. That is also misinterpreted oftentimes in society. Eating itself is an offering. It is an ahudi to the fire of digestion. That fire deity is referred to as Vaishwanara. In 15.14, he talks about Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva Praninam Deham Ashritaha. So what kind of food or Satvic food? Satvic food. The act of eating is called Pranagni Otra. It is the offering. That eat that which extends your life, that which gives you both physical and mental strength, that which is pleasurable to eat, that which gives you satisfaction when you eat, that which is tastier, that which is nutritious, that which gives your strength to bones and muscles. These are Satvic foods. Rajasic foods are bitter, sour, salty, hot, dry, spicy. These are good, but they should be eaten in moderation. These can reduce the lifespan of a jiva. These foods can escalate sadness, diseases, and sorrow. Tamasic food is half-cooked food without moisture, dry, that which is tastier but not nutritious. We call it junk food. Sometimes we have done it also, that which has got a foul smell. Slightly smelling, but it's okay. I don't want to throw it in trash bin. I will better warm it up and eat it. Sometimes we do that. Krishna here says, you are treating that deity Vaishwanara as a dustbin, as a trash can. If it is foul smell, don't even eat it. Because eating itself is an ahudi. It is an offering, sacrifice. So anything that is one day old, leftovers from others' plates, let everybody take what is needed, eat, finish it, take the second round. Don't leave it and don't think that I don't want to throw it, let me eat it. Don't do that. These foods will not allow our mind to be calm, to meditate. These are tamasic foods, which makes you drowsy and sleepy. Sattvic food will calm the body and mind. Rajasic food will make you run around with constant activities until you are physically exhausted and mentally fatigued. And he says, finally, eat food half dense food, quarter water, and quarter for air circulation. Leave it for air circulation. Don't eat till the end. Don't stuff the jute bag completely. Leave some air. We are finishing it soon. He says there are people who are in distress, physical pain, sufferings, struggles, sorrow. They pray to me. There are people who want enjoyment. I want pleasure. I want an increment, promotion. I want to make money. I want to buy a home. That is fine. All these things are okay. They also pray to me. Oh God, help me out. There are people who want to get this spiritual knowledge. Who am I? Why am I here? That is inquiry. That's fine too. They also pray to me. The people who have already known, Aham Brahmasmi, I am that, I know that, I am going to be as kind and compassionate with everyone that I come across. So there are 4 different types of devotees. And you can pray me as a nirguna bhakti in the sense without name and form. There is some power in the universe. You can pray without a form and name. Or Vishwarupa Bhakti, which is, you see the entire appearance. Anything that you see is all the divine expression. Earthquake is an expression. Flood, famine, rain, everything is an expression. He accepts everyone. So, Ishta Devata Bhakti, if you cannot do that, if you cannot see everything as a divine, then go to particular form, particular name and pray that I accept that. If you cannot do that, if I don't have time, I go to work at 5 a.m. in the morning, I come back very tired, I don't have mind to pray a particular form and name. Fine. Do your duty, karma yoga. Do your duty, whatever you have to do, keep doing it. And kamya karma is something that, okay, I want this, I want that, I'm praying for you, and I'm taking it. That is, then when you get that, accept it as a gift. That is the final one. So all are my devotees, all are my bhaktas. He accepts all types of worship. There is no comparison, classification, or differentiation. Ask and you shall receive. You do your duty and I will provide you whatever you need. Yoga Kshema Mahamimi. So human beings' attitude should be, I will do my best in whatever role I play without expecting anything in return. We are all co-passengers in life. When we do this, there is no hatred. There is no, only when there is an expectation, we get negative emotions. Christian, Muslims, Jews, Parsis, all are illusions of the mind. There are no pramanas. No tool can prove the differences. That is why these are called apramana siddha. Do not succumb to this play of illusion, leading to negative emotions towards others. Krishna, Shankara, Allah, Jesus, Ramana, Buddha, all are incarnations. There is only one without a second. One appears as many. One message, many messengers. There are no others and there are no us and them. There is no you and I. When we label anyone, we reject anyone in our thought, word, and deed. We have moved away from Advaita. Names and forms are appearances. One alone is one humanity, Vasudeva Kudumbam. This must be constantly in our thoughts and words. Here he says, Ma Kuru Dhananjaya Harati Nimesha Kalam Sarvam, meaning be grateful for what you have. This human life, use it wisely. Everything can change in a split second. Move towards self-realization. Do not waste your time. Don't know what body you will get in your next birth. Understand the oneness in all appearance. If you see yourself as a jiva, self-realization, I am that, is the meaningful purpose of human existence. Lastly, Nirguna Brahman, that one is the isness. You cannot say God is, because any is will become a was one day. So God is the isness. Anything that exists is existence. Know that you, an individual jiva, it's an illusion. You are that. Tat Tvam Asi. With that, my humble pranams to Guru, Indika Moksha, Nitinji, and team. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Namaste. Thank you very much for giving the meaningful purpose of existence with the means to achieve those purposes of existence for all, and not for just one particular community, caste, or whatever. Everybody, meaningful purpose of existence and how to achieve it. It was very good. Viewers also have liked it. They have given the comment that it was very nice exposure. It was nice lecture. Thank you very much. I will do a closing prayer and request all others to join for tomorrow morning's session. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Sat Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Tomorrow morning is his Lagu Vakya Vritti, 7 o'clock Indian Standard Time. Thank you very much. Thank you, viewers. Thank you